Tony Robbins said it best. He said, if you want to change your life, the one thing that you must do is raise your standards. So in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you what are the 3 things that you must do in order to raise your standards. This is Alexandra Villarroel Abrego, and I welcome you to AlexandraTV, where every Wednesday I share with you the best coaching strategies and techniques to create the life of your dreams and to become the best version of yourself. Now, make sure, of course, you are subscribed to this channel because you don't want to miss the new episodes that come out every week and more recently every single day. Because for the release of my book, Beyond Beauty, I've been posting a new video every day, videos where I talk about all of the topics that I wrote about in my book, Beyond Beauty, such as today's topic, how to raise your standards. Make sure, of course, you go pre-order Beyond Beauty now, because if you do before March 14th, the release date, well, you will get for free 2 courses. One is called Full Feminine Power and the other one is called The Goddess Circle, that are of a value of $700, but I will give them for free to anyone who pre-orders Beyond Beauty. So make sure you go do that. Down in the description below this video, you will find the link. Another thing that I decided to do to celebrate the release of my book is that on March 14th, the release date, I will be finally doing my first Facebook Live. So make sure you join me on my Facebook page. I will be going live in the afternoon and I will be answering all of your questions regarding Beyond Beauty, the last few videos that I've been making about all the topics here. So make sure you join me. It's going to be live. It's going to be free. And who knows when is the next time that I'm going to do a Facebook Live. So you want to make sure that you don't miss this one. Whether it be in your personal life or in your professional life, if you want to raise your standards, there are 3 things, 3 steps that you must do in order to raise your standards. So without any further ado, let's begin with the first one. The first step, and once again, Tony Robbins said this perfectly. He said that in life, we need to turn our shoulds into musts. What I mean by that is that in life, we know that we should do a lot of things, right? We know that we should work out every day. We should eat healthier. We should wake up earlier. We should make more money. But until those shoulds turn into musts, they're never going to happen. So you need to figure out not what you should do in life, but what you must do. And if you want to turn your shoulds into musts, then one of the best ways to do it is to talk about them. You know, once you have a goal, once you have something that you should do and you want to turn it into a must, well, start telling people around you that you're going to do it. All of a sudden, because of social pressure, social peer pressure, then you're going to feel like it's more of a must and you're going to feel more pressured to do it. Don't be like a lot of people who wait until they're in a life or death situation. You know, a lot of people are going to wait until they have a diagnosis by a doctor saying that they have this terminal illness and that they have to eat healthier if they want to survive, you know, or that they have to exercise if they want to make it. You know, don't wait for that to happen. Do something more simple, like I said, like saying it to people around you. The second thing that you must do in order to raise your standards is to surround yourself by greatness, whether it be people, things, or environments. You know, if you're trying to raise your standard, whether it be in your relationships, whether it be in your finances, whether it be in your career, you need to get in a frequency, in an energy that is higher than the one that you're in at the present moment. So if, let's say, you're trying to raise your standards in your life and just trying to be better in, let's say, your finances and in your career, well, start spending time in places where you're surrounded by people who are the example of who you're trying to become. Try to spend more time in places that represent the kind of reality that you want. I remember hearing a story of a man who was trying to become wealthy, and he lived in a very, very poor part of his city, and his environment was reflecting that lack of wealth, that lack of money. So it was very hard for him to raise his standards and to get to the next level. But one thing that he started to do with his family was that once a week, every evening, he would go and sit for about an hour in the lobby of a very wealthy and beautiful hotel. So all of a sudden, his standard was raising. He was all of a sudden surrounded by these beautiful things. So his standard in life and in terms of what he believed that he deserved or what he believed he could have in his life was rising. So one thing that you have to do is surround yourself by things, by people, by environments that are in a higher standard, the standard where you're trying to get. And finally, the last thing that you must do is to know your worth. And in my last video that I made, I talked about how you can know your worth and how you can increase your worth. So of course, make sure you go watch that video now. In my book, Beyond Beauty, of course, I talk more about how to raise your standards in every single aspect of your life, how to really become the person that you know that you can be. So make sure you go in the description down below this video and pre-order my book, Beyond Beauty, now. In the comment section down below, let me know if you have any suggestions on how you can raise your standards. I'm sure that you could help a lot of people with your advice. And of course, make sure you like this video, make sure you share it, and subscribe not to miss a new videos that come out every day recently, and then after that every week. I will see you soon.